Hi there, Year 6, welcome back. It's Thursday, the final day of our writing for this week. As I said at the beginning of the week, this is going to carry on next week, 2-week piece of writing, just as we would do in class. And today we're going to look a little bit at how we're going to write our first 2 paragraphs. So the first 2 paragraphs of your story. Now, throughout the week, the first day we built our storyboard. The next day we looked at how we can use some dialogue to develop our story. And then yesterday we planned our 4 paragraphs. So using all of that work that you've done this week, we're going to write our first 2 paragraphs today. So reminding you, just as we would do in school, this is going to be our first draft version. And next week, as I've said, we'll come back to edit and improve before we publish these, because we think it would be another lovely piece to have in our World War II scrapbooks when we get back to school. So, as I've said here, and as we don't always do, remember to do sometimes in class, we've written these fantastic plans. Go back and use those. They will really help you to focus on what you need to include in each paragraph. You've got all of your ideas in that planning. Use it. Also, use the toolbox that's on the next slide here, your writer's toolbox, to remind you. Actually, all of those things we've already talked about when we looked at our plan, and you would have included most of these techniques in your plan. But use that as another resource to help support you during your writing. Finally, for these first 2 paragraphs and for the next 2 as well, on Padlet, we've got an example narrative for this clip. So we've written our own version of this. And just like we would do with a shared writing class, we of course want you to look at it if you need some inspiration or a bit of help. And then think about how you can use some of those ideas for your paragraphs and sentences and basically just to help inspire you really, and to make sure you don't feel you don't get stuck overthinking what you need to be including and how it should look. So I hope all of those things will really help you today with your writing. As I said, it's the first 2 paragraphs we'd like you to write today. So take your time, think about that, look at your plan to support you, and also if you need to, look at our example that's on Padlet as well. And I look forward to seeing your first 2 paragraphs and then seeing the rest of your stories next week when we come to finish them and then edit and improve. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week. Bye.